What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another video. So this is gonna be something a whole lot different. So today marks 11 years since I uploaded my very first video on YouTube. So it's been a bit longer than 11 years since my channel was actually created, but it's been exactly 11 years now, on the 23rd of October, from my very first video. It's not up on the channel anymore. I have gotten rid of some of my older videos. I don't mind having bad videos on the channel, but some have just been so horrible cringe that I just didn't want to have them here anymore. But I wanted to do something a little bit different, so this would have made more sense for the 10 year, but unfortunately by this time last year I was extremely busy finishing my bachelor thesis, so that's why I couldn't do it then. But instead we are now for 11 years doing something a whole lot different. So some of you might know that Dark Souls was the first thing that I ever uploaded on the channel. It's basically, the game is the reason why my channel actually exists on the first place. And I've noticed throughout the years, because I still play it sometimes. Usually these days it's when I go over to a friend's or just hang out with friends and we have the Switch there. We maybe get a little bit drunk and then we boot up Dark Souls on the Switch. And pretty often we just start a new character. We're getting pummeled here because I get greedy. And I have noticed that I have done basically the same routine, like pathing for early game, like for as long as I can remember. And it's pretty nice because it gives you a nice selection of like gear for the early game, as well as for like just choices for armor, as well as some nice rings. So we're now done with the asylum. The footage is in 2x speed, by the way. At first I was going to speed up some parts, but it just felt much smoother to just have it at 2x speed at all times. We're just gonna talk to Petrus just to get the second best gesture in the game. Then we'll just continue on with getting all the stuff. We're gonna head to the graveyard now and grab everything there. But yeah, it gives you access to like basically two of my favorite rings in the entire game, as well as a lot of different gear from the get-go, and it's just fun to do. Also, we started a thief here just to get access to a master key and then pick Tiny Being's ring, but you can go any class and then obviously just get the master key. Everyone knows the master key is the best starting gift. Here we path a little bit suspect. We go from the wrong side. Also, we spent all our souls when we came back from the asylum, so we don't care about losing any here, so we don't have to worry about those. Also, this is all done in post commentary. Basically all of my stuff usually is live commentary, but I wanted to try doing something with post commentary for a long time, but nothing ever really pops up that would make sense for my content. So this is something that I feel like it makes sense for, and is a good opportunity for me to do that. We got a lucky jump roll there. Also, I couldn't find the rebind for my jump to be the stick instead of repressing the B button. So I'm gonna have a few moments where I accidentally jump instead of just rolling. So now we're done with Firelink Shrine as well as the graveyard, and we got everything there. So next we're gonna head down to New London Ruins. So remember to send back the elevator, because we're gonna come down here a couple times. I don't even know where I got this path from, like, I'll be honest. This is just something that at some point I just remember that I've done ever since. We also grabbed the transient curses there. We're not gonna be using them now though, but we're actually going just to grab our very first Firekeeper soul here. So we just go past the ghost here and grab our flask upgrade, and then we'll just go ahead and die since we have nothing to lose. Next, we're just quickly gonna pop to the Firekeeper to get our +1 flask, and then we're gonna go back down, but this time we're gonna go to the Valley of Drakes. So we are We have nothing on in New London Ruins anymore to get. So instead, we're gonna go to the Valley of the Drakes next. You can also talk to the blacksmith here. I basically never use him, so I don't really care. Obviously, if you wanna do the his quest, then you should talk to him, but I don't really care about that. We're just gonna grab the items of the dragon here. Remember to grab the crest shield last, which is the thing closest to him, because that is what triggers him to wake up. Asura is actually pretty nice, even if you don't have the required stats to use it, because you can still use it for riposts. So if you're riposts, if you're parrying a lot, that is one of those accidental jumps. Here we take some damage, but it's fine. I'll chug just to stay safe. And yeah, it feels, obviously probably feels weird like doing something like this for a game as old as Dark Souls, but I still find myself enjoying it from time to time. And something like this is just like, I realize that this is something that I've always done, but I've never shared, and I felt like it was just fun to do for an occasion like this. We tried to jump off the cliff there because it would have been funnier, but I was accidentally failed, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, we got everything from Valley of the Drakes next, so now we're gonna go to Blighttown. Here I mess up with some of my gear, so I forget to actually send the elevator back up. If you do a little bit of a different route here, you don't have to come back here once again. You can do these next two things that I'm doing in the opposite order. My brain just basically short circuits here because it's been a little while when I did this. I just jumped in cold on. It's been a little while since I played the game, so I still have some parts where I get a little bit confused despite having done this so many times, so bear with me. If I were smart, I would have practiced this a little bit before, but I also kind of just wanted to have the just raw footage of me just doing it for the first time. So yeah, we got the Firekeeper Soul, and we can just die. And next we're gonna go back to Blighttown to grab the Crimson set. It's actually a really good set, like stat-wise, for early game if you wanna use it. I'm not the biggest fan because it doesn't really go with anything. Here we're gonna shrug because we forgot the elevator, but it's fine. Yeah, I just don't really like it because it doesn't go with stuff too well, but it's a very good armor set. Don't really want to waste your early game Titanites for that, because God bless Dark Souls for still having your armor to be something to be upgraded. That's like something that I'm so glad that in the later iterations they got rid of. So yeah, we're just running back now. We're gonna go a little bit lower this time around since last time we went straight for the Firekeeper Soul. But yeah, like I said, you can do these. Here I get a little bit confused. I'm like, wait, where was it? But you can do these steps in the opposite order and you'll save yourself a trip down here. This is where I get confused. Then I finally find like, okay, it's there. I could have gone down, but I just go here. Then we just go over, avoid this guy, and then grab the Crimson set, as well as the Banishment, Catalyst, and Sorcery. So you can go back up here and then go for the Firekeepers on the suicide there. If you didn't grab that, but since we did it last time, we can now do that. Now we're back here. We're just gonna kick down the Crestfallen Warrior and grab another 1,000 from him. If you trigger his dialogue, he won't be then walking back. If you accidentally punch him, then he's gonna go start walking back, but you can just re-trigger the dialogue. You can also parry him very easy, but I don't know. This is something that I've always done. It's just funny, so that's why I do it. So we grab the extra 1,000 there. We're gonna spend those as well. I realize I really want a little bit more stamina. And now we're gonna go onwards to Berg, but we are not heading straight for Taurus Demon here yet. That's a scary jump to be doing with the B button jump, by the way. And we go back here, we get swarmed, but you know, just good old RB gets the job done. Also, we forgot to upgrade our Flask 2+2 off the trip to Blighttown. It doesn't really matter because we shouldn't be needing our Flask too much, but just something that we obviously could have done. But 4 gods. But yeah, this is just... But yeah, we also get a good luck humanity there. That's like, they're like 3 good luck charms for any run that I have in Dark Souls, and the first humanity is one of those things. But yeah, there's just an idea that I had at one point to do something like this, because I was thinking like, what would I want to do as to mark the occasion? Also, we grab the humanity here. I just like making that jump. I can't remember where or when I learned it, but I did, and it's just a fun jump to be doing. So we'll just move on. But yeah, this is just something that I felt like doing at some point, and just an anniversary of sorts just feels like the right thing to do. And just because like Elden Ring is so overwhelming with the open world things, I'm not really a big open world guy. But I still thoroughly enjoy like Soul stuff. I just haven't been uploading stuff about them as much. But I still want to just remind you all that I still very much enjoy Souls stuff regardless. It's where I got my start on the platform, and I wouldn't change it for anything. We're not gonna head down the right path. Usually I do that by the time I'm actually going to fight the Taurus demon, so we're not gonna do that yet here. So yep, then we'll just open onwards. Open. Oh, there's also a Brave Lord. It's kind of crazy, like, I feel like even to this day, like, if you play on, like, basically any platform, you always find, like, in the early gamers, you always find the Gravekeepers. Gravekeepers servants? Gravelord servants? I've even forgotten what they're actually called. But I feel like you just find them so much. Yeah, we're just gonna move on. And soon we'll reach Black Knight. And we'll have a chance for another good luck charm for the run, being the Black Knight sword. One of my favorite weapons in the game, actually. Going back to Dark Souls 1 great swords after playing them in like stuff like Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring, by the way, is crazy. Like, the swing speed is so slow. We got blocked by the message here. We just grabbed the resin, but most importantly, you want to go near the edge, so you trigger the spearman to walk forward, which will make this next bit a tad bit smoother and a tad bit quicker. So he'll come up here. I get tired of waiting, so we just go backstab, and then we just swing, swing, swing. Then we'll trigger the barrel to fall down and beat the last Hello Soldier before heading down to fight the Black Knight. Yep, so I basically always fail the backstab. I don't know what it is. I feel like I should do it from further away. But yeah, I'm not feeling confident since I haven't played the game in a while, so I instead bait him out here. If you're feeling confident, you can just fight him down there, just parry him to death. Here on the third parry, I tried to two-hand and then riposte with 2 hands, because I figured like he would be left with a sliver if I didn't. And we get the Black Knight sword for good luck. Very nice. But yeah, we finish it off in the end, so it's all good. That's 2 out of 2 good luck charms for the run thus far. We have a third one still, but we'll see that a little bit later. We're not gonna fight the Taurus demon yet, because, you know, we still got things to do. Place to be. We just grab the lizard, and then we head down to fight Havel. This is always like a tad bit nerve-wracking in early game. It's like I've done it so many times now, and this is also why I really like starting Thief, because you get the extra riposte damage. But yeah, we just start parrying, and well, here I mess up and I align myself to his side, so we actually just get bonked and die because of it. So now we're just gonna head right back. We have nothing else here to do, so we're just gonna run past all of these hollows. And just note, when you get back to the Havel's tower, there will usually be like 1, 2, sometimes 3. Here I check like, can I close the door? But there will basically always be like 1 to 3 hollows that follow you down here. So just chill for a bit and see who comes up and deal with them before you fight Havel. So yep, made him back up here, and this time I always walk up right up to him, so I'm always aligned right in front of him, so I don't get dead angled by his swings, to avoid what happened last time. So here we're just gonna repulse him. How many times? That's 5 now, I think. Here we back up a little bit because stairs are scary. We don't want to be on different heights. I think that's number 6. And then number 7. I think of two-handing number 8, but I don't want to mess up my repast, so I just figured, like, let's just do it like this. Number 9. Number 10. Number 12 and number 13, and that should be it. Or is he left this lever? No. And now we get Havel's ring, obviously an incredibly good ring for early game that we forget to actually equip here, but incredibly good ring for early game, obviously, since you don't have much carrying capacity yet. And that's when I was like early on saying like you get 2 of my basically favorite rings in the entire game. Havel's ring is one of the 2 that I was referring to. Here we avoid the Black Knight for just a little bit, since the Halberd Black Knights are the ones that I'm actually the least confident in fighting. So we avoid him just to get the bonfire. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Then we get confused because he's went up to patrol, so we grab the Grass Crush Shield. I also leveled my dexterity to 18, so we now have 18 for the Black Knight Sword. Here we're just gonna do some mess ups on the parries. The stab is luckily very easy, but we just keep ourselves topped off with flasks. And then it's just a matter of 4 successful parries. And do we get the 3 out of 3? Unfortunately, no halberd, so no 3 out of 3 lucky charms for the run, but we got 2 of the 3, so that's pretty nice. Next, we're just gonna head up. We'll just grab these leather gear as well as the bow for later, in case we need it. You can also use the bow if you want to use Drake Sword. It's very easy to get Drake Sword with that. We forget to also change our weapon, so this takes ages to get the lizard, but we get it done regardless. And then we're just gonna head up to the blacksmith. But yeah, you can get the Drake Sword very easily from like by shooting the tail up below the bridge. I swing a couple times, realized that I don't do basically any damage to the guy, so I just say screw it and keep moving on. You could fight the Titanite demon here, but we basically have no need, and since we already have the Black Knight Sword, I'd rather just wait and hold on until we have that online, and we can use that to fight the Titanite demon. Now we have the blacksmith unlocked, and now this is where we try out some stuff. We equip things, we see, okay, we're too heavy, and then I realized, oh yeah, I forgot to equip Havel's ring. And then we get some swag on us. We look pretty fly now, and excellent to backstab that guy, but it's fine. And next we are going to unlock the elevator to go down to Firelink Shrine, and this is very important. Do not pick up this Firekeeper Soul. If you pick up the Firekeeper Soul, since you picked up both this one as well as the one in Blighttown, that'll trigger the Firekeeper in Firelink Shrine to die. So do not pick that up yet. Unless you don't care about it, then you can do that, but I'd rather just keep Firelink up and running still. We finally remember to reinforce our Estus Flask. We forget to rest here to actually get our 10 Estus, but it's not the biggest deal. But yeah, you can pick it up if you want to do if you want the Dingy gear as well as Lotrix armor, then you should let obviously the questline progress normally. But if you don't care about those like I don't, then you can just do what I'm doing here. So don't pick that up yet. Here we realized that we made a horrible mistake being here, so instead we're gonna go back to the bonfire, get the Stealer guy to follow us, and basically it will be very confused since he's so far where he's supposed to, and we get a lot of free hits in on him. So yeah, next we're gonna proceed onwards with the church. We're not gonna go up and we're not gonna fight the gargoyles, but we're going to unlock Lautrac's cell and release him so we can deal with it now, so we can avoid the Firekeeper from getting killed. So you can, like I said, you can just let Lautrac do his thing if you want the Dingigear as well as Lautrac's own armor. Dingigear is fine. I don't really like Lautrac's armor personally because it doesn't go with many things, and you know, fashion is the most important thing here. We get messed up by the stairs. Second time we remember to align ourselves with the shot parry. Here we bait out the hollows and then we start wailing on them. I realize, oh yeah, I have to two-hand strong attack to actually kill them with one shot. But if you have any like weapon, which at this point you should have plenty of options to just like have pretty wide swings, you should be fine. Next we bait out the channel. We don't want the channel to fall down. No challenge trident. I don't count that as one of the 3 lucky trinkets because it's so insanely rare, so I don't really count that for the trinkets. But now we're gonna go deal with Lautrec here. And remember to grab the humanity at the end of the hallway. So thank you very much. Then we'll just release Lautrec and we'll head back down to Firelink. And then we're almost ready. So already, let me just say, like, whether you've been here from the start, whether you're very new, or maybe you just randomly got recommended this video out of the blue, just like happens with some of my really old Dark Souls videos, which is still funny. Thank you for being here. Like, thank you for these 11 years, and here's to hopefully 11 more. So yeah, now all that's left for us to do is to go say hi to Lautrec, since we rescue him. Resting about fire triggers his teleport here. Now we can just talk to him and get the sunlight medal, and then you can let him do his thing if you want to proceed onward with the questline. But if you don't, you can just kick him down. After you get the souls, just quit out, reload, and your Ring of Favor and Protection is gonna be there waiting for you. And now you have access to Ring of Favor and Protection and Heaven's Ring right off the bat. So last thing we're going to do now is we'll go up and grab our 3rd Firekeeper soul. We'll upgrade our flask to +3. And this is when I just normally proceed from Firelink to Berg to take on the Taurus demon. Also, I forget to showcase it here, but you can have your Grassker shield as well as your Black Knight sword with this setup, since you have Heaven's Ring and Ring of Favor and Protection, and you can still fast roll as normal. This is where I look at things, realize that I don't like the way it looks, and we go back to our fashion. So yeah, you can throw in Black Knight sword here, and you can still fast roll as normal. But yeah, that is everything that I do before taking on the Taurus demon usually. It's just a fun little route that takes like usually 40-ish minutes. But yeah, thank you for being here, thank you for watching the video, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Peace.